welcome to your practice. Welcome to your practice. As you float yourself up into the height of your spine, consider the seeds that you've already planted just by logging in. Okay, when we log in, we put an identity there, right? We have a personal identity. Let's consider that identity now, who we are and how we're showing up today. Because it all counts, right? It all conspired for us to be here. And picture in your own mind what living well feels like. What does it feel like in your body, in your heart, in your mind? Let's draw 3 breaths into the body at your own pace to tune down the noise and to bring us into the moment. Take your time with 3 breaths. In this moment of recognition of stillness, consider the moments in which add up that bring you to a place that you want to be. Welcome this moment as part of that. Let's take the arms and just let them rise up, reach up, interlace the fingers, draw them all the way up to the sky. Have a look up. And we're going to just set the body up for movement and success. Okay, so take the hands, bring them to the back of your skull. And then push your head into your hands into your head. And then take your elbows and draw them together. Okay, keeping the sitting bones where they are, we're just going to shift our elbows over to the left side. So have a look over to the left. And then as you come back to center, inhale. And then go over to the other side. And then come back to center for your exhale. Nice. Let's do that again. Inhale here. Move over to one side. Head, shoulders, collarbone all move. And then back to center. Exhale. Inhale. And then over to the other side. And then back to center again. Nice. Release the arms. Okay. We're just going to take a gentle twist, sending now the rib cage into the twist. Have a look over one shoulder, doesn't matter which. And then come back to center. And then float over to the other side. Take your shoulders with you. Feel what's happening to the lower spine as you take a giant breath in. And then back to center, exhale. Let's do that one more time. Up and over. Okay, keep your sitting bones on the ground. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift again. And exhale back to center. And then over to the other side. Inhale, lift. Lift again with the inhale. And then exhale back to center. And then we're going to drop onto our hands and knees to start the practice. So go ahead and find yourself into a tabletop position and bring your blocks close by as you use them in and around the practice to your best. And let the fingers come out super wide. And we'll just take an easy cat and cow here. Bring some mobility into the spine. Okay, if this is the first time your spine's getting an awakening, you might hear some crack, crack, crack. It's all good. Okay, it's all good. Nice. And then just pause and tabletop. We're going to take the left leg back or your back leg back. Take the heel on and the ball of your foot on the ground. Feel the stretch in the leg here. Take a breath in. Exhale. Nice. Go ahead and lift the leg up now and drag it behind the other leg. And then take a look over the shoulder to create a big C shape with the spine. Inhale to the rib cage. Exhale. Nice. And then come back to center. Lift the leg up. Pause here. Okay. And then just bend the knee on that top leg. You're going to pause here. Okay. So finding a little balance in the hips, a little strength in the middle of your body. You can stay here, maybe lift the leg a little higher. You can also take the opposite arm, reach back, maybe find the top of your foot. Okay. And then kick the shin away and create this big O shape with the body. Okay. If you can't get there with the hand and the foot, just bring the knee up, bring your hand down or up, doesn't matter. Okay. Just go to something that feels good for you. Inhale here, exhale. Okay. And then wherever you are, bring your hand back down, bring your knee back down. And then we'll switch sides. Take the other leg, bring it back. Okay. And draw yourself up out of the earth. And then you're just going to lift the leg and draw it behind the other leg. Look over your shoulder and feel the breath reach the rib cage here. Inhale. Exhale. And then from here, draw the leg parallel to the ground again. Bend the knee. You can hold it here. Okay. This feels okay. We're looking at strength here for the back body. And if you want to take your opposite arm and grab the top of that foot and then kick the shin away, open yourself in a big O shape, then go for it. Okay. You can hold the foot. You can keep the opposite arm lifted in the other direction. Wherever it is, go to what feels good. Exhale. Nice. And then bring the hand to the ground. Bring the knee to the ground. Take your knees apart, your toes together. Slide the hips back and just come into a child's pose here. Okay, just feel the stretch now from the fingertips through the armpits all the way to the tailbone. Okay, bring a breath in here. Exhale. Nice. Keep pushing down onto the pads of the fingers. Okay, and then drop your elbows. Take your heart between your arms, interlace the fingers here, and you're going to curl the toes under and lift the knees off the ground as you bring yourself into dolphin pose, right at the top of the practice. Okay, push down into the forearms. And you can bend the knees here if you're feeling a little too much into the hamstrings, but pedal your heels here. Okay, really nice way to avoid the wrists in dolphin pose and still get the benefit of the pedaling of the heels to get that length and strength in the back of the legs. Okay, and then just settle into stillness. Breathe here. Exhale. Nice. Walk your feet back and then slide the heart between the arms and come into a plank here. Feel free to drop to the knees here, but I want you to feel the power coming from the outside in because it's within you to be strong. It's within you to show up. Good. Drop the knees, send the hips to the ground, bring your hands in front of you now in Sphinx pose. Okay, so the hands are down, the elbows are pushing down, and we've got to lift through the heart. With the tops of your feet now, just push down onto the tops of your feet and feel your thighs and knees come up. Okay, so this becomes a really strong Sphinx posture here. Okay, stay here for a breath. Exhale. And then from here, drop your heart between your elbows, bring your hands under your shoulders, curl your toes under, float yourself up into a half or a modified plank. Stay here for a breath. So we're going to kind of revolve around this one. Tuck the back knee in, kickstand it out, and we're going to go right into a side plank here. Okay, so we're just kind of playing around with different movements from the bottom up. Okay, lift the heart, breathe, inhale. And if you want to lean back a little bit, go ahead. Yeah, look down at the mat, sweep the arm around you. Okay, drop it down And then just switch sides. Take the other leg behind or down on the ground and extend the other leg. Come into a side plank here. Find the breath in. Exhale. Have a look down at your mat. Bring the hand back down. We're back into tabletop here. Okay. And then from here, we're just going to roll ourselves up, up, up. Bring our hands onto our hips. Shift your weight to the left to swing the right foot forward and pretty far out. Okay. So you have to toe heel that foot out. That's okay. And then from here, we'll bring the hands to either side of the foot, curl the back toe under, lift the knee off the ground in a strong lunge here. Okay, now shimmy the back foot a little back. If you want to use your blocks here, a good idea. Okay, so we're going to work to the strength of the hip flexor. So we stretch the hip flexor a lot. We're going to work to the strength of it. Here it's quite on. It's very, very much on. Let's turn it on a little more. So you're going to take that front knee and move it past the toe. Okay, you're going to start to feel the taxation, the demand, the load on the hip flexor, and then drop the back knee. Okay, so your knee on the front is past your toe. Let's draw yourself up, up, up. Push the foot and then, or sorry, the knee away with the right hand. Lift the left hand or the hand that the leg is behind. Now you got the stretch in the hip flexor. Breathe in. Exhale. Nice. Bring the hand back to frame the foot again. Okay. Keep the knee over the toes on that front leg. Curl the back toe under. Lift the knee up again into strength in the hip flexor. So it's a little different than the stretch. Nice. Now bring the knee over the ankle in the front leg. It's a subtle change. It's not very big. Okay. Bend the back knee and step forward into a forward fold here. Bring yourself halfway up, lengthen through the spine. Oh, that feels nice in the hamstring. And then you're going to float down again. And then you'll take the other leg back. So for me, it's my right leg. I'm going to drop the knee and then toe heel the left leg out wide. Okay. Knee over the ankle to start. Curl the back toe under. Lift the knee off the ground and now start to slide your body forward so that the toes on that front, or sorry, the knee on that front foot is past the toes. Now we're into strengthen the hip flexor. You're really going to feel it as you drop the knee down. Okay, that becomes the stretch. Take the left hand on the left thigh and then take the right arm or the arm where the leg is behind you and come into a beautiful stretch here in the hip flexor. Inhale, exhale. So there's really very little load on that hip flexor. Okay, so you'll feel the difference as the hands come back down again. Knee is over the ankle again. Okay, and then past the toes, curl the back toe under, lift the back knee off the ground. So our hip flexor is in a lengthened position with a lot of load. Okay, so that is a lot of strength work here. Now from here, bring the knee over the ankle on that front leg. Okay, again, subtle, very subtle. Bend the back knee and step forward again, forward fold. Okay, bring your hands to your thighs and then toe heel your feet out. So we're going to stay in the width of our legs. So the feet are basically as wide as the mat. Go ahead and slide your hips down and back to open the hips up here in a little mini squat. Or if you want to come all the way down into garland pose, you go right ahead. Okay, so we're sliding the hips back, keeping the chest lifted. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Bring your hands to the ground. Push up, 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 and away. And if you have to lift your hands up, that's okay. But just stake that stretch in the back of the legs. Breath in here. Exhale. Nice. Now the feet stay where they are. Hands are on the ground. So they're flat on the ground. Bend the knees. Okay. Now you're going to take a step back into a high or a low plank again. Okay. Pausing to strengthen your upper body in the core. As we bend the elbows, coming down to chaturanga, scoop down and come up to cobra here. Again, if you want to really fire this up, put the tops of your feet on the ground, push into the tops of your feet. You'll feel the knees and the quads lift. If you want to stay there, go ahead. Okay, it's a strong cobra. If you want that to be upward facing dog, you come up off the mat. Curl the toes under, okay, and introduce downward facing dog. Our first downward facing dog. Again, pedal the heels. Okay, I always like to find our way through the width of the ball of our foot and the back of our legs, and then just settle into your downward facing dog. Okay, take a breath in, exhale. Nice. And then from here, we'll bend the knees and look forward. Going to use the legs, okay, to propel the back leg forward or your right leg forward back into lunge. From here, drop the back heel in warrior one position, and then take the arms and rise up, up, up into this emergent warrior, warrior one. Okay, take a breath in here. Exhale. Nice. And then take the arms open to goddess. Okay, we're going to work the rotation of the shoulders. So from the hands pointing up to the ceiling, turn the hands down to the earth, but keep your elbows lifted. And then bring them back up again and back. Okay, so the head of the arm bone is moving in, okay, the socket of the shoulder. Good. One more time. Bring them back, back, back. Inhale, lift them up, up, up. Okay, and then one more time, down they go, the hands. Now reach back as the palms lift up to the ceiling and we lean forward, almost as though we're lunging forward. Look up, be proud here. Good, stay here. Keep the arms super engaged so the actually have the triceps working quite hard for you. Good, take a breath in here. Exhale. Nice. And let's take a sweep up again into first warrior. So strong lift up to the top. Uh-huh. Yeah. Take the hands to heart center now. Pause here. Lean forward again. And we'll take that twist. Take the elbow up over the front knee or the side of the knee. And then take the heart to the inside of the thigh. Beautiful breath in here. Exhale. Look down at your mat. Bring the hands to frame the foot again. Pick up the back heel, square the hips, bend the back knee, and step forward again. Forward fold. Float yourself halfway up. Bend the knees, pushing the feet, root to rise now, coming all the way up into tall mountain. Fingers are extended. There's a long, long lift. And then just draw your hands back to heart center and pause here. Inhale, lift the arms again. Okay, take the hands back to your thighs and then toe heel your feet out again as you drop back down into that big hip opener. So you can come down into that little sumo squat or feel free to drop down into garland pose. Okay, so we draw ourselves into length through the spine. Big breath in. Exhale. From here, bring the hands to the ground. Push yourself up, up, up into that forward fold with a bit of width in the legs. Then bend the knees, step back again into your high or low push up. You decide. Okay. But you know that this is about strength in an arm balance like this. And then we're just going to bend the elbows to scoop down and lift to cobra. Okay. Now, if you want the tops of your feet on the ground and push down on the tops of your feet, you're in a very strong cobra. Okay. Really supported back bend. If you want to come to upward facing dog, you go for it. Breathe here. Take the toes, curl them under. Come into back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Pedal your heels here again. Okay, remember, you're showing up for yourself here. You've grounded yourself. You've brought something of consistency to you to live well. From here, bend the knees again, look forward. We're going to take the other leg forward, back into the lunge, and then drop the back heel to warrior one legs. Okay. And now as we float up, push into the legs, stay low in the legs as the arms rise up and come into warrior one here. Inhale, exhale. This time we'll take the arms out like a big T. Okay. And then instead of having the arms bent, you're going to guide the movement with your thumbs. So you're going to take your thumbs from pointing up to point them down and back, and then bring them up and around. Okay. So as we move the arms in this way, try to not use the neck so much and just let the movement come from the shoulders. Okay. Engaging the back and the front. One more time. Okay. And the next time the thumbs are pointing down and back, hold here. And now take your long extended arms, bring them back, back, back. As you take the body forward, here the fingers are drawing forward. Interesting, how we move the body, the torso around the head of the shoulder. Stay here for a breath. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Use those strong arms to scoop down, lift up again, and pause here. Good. Take the hands to heart. And then you're going to bring the body forward again. And then take a twist to the inside of the thigh, either hook or not. Okay. You could just be lifted wherever you are. Just stay strong in your ground. Breathe in. Exhale. Look down at your mat. Come back to center. Bring your fingertips to either side of your foot. Pick up the back heel. Square your hips. Bend the back knee. Step forward again. Forward fold. Okay. Inhale halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, push into the feet. Go ahead and scoop up your energy. Bring it all the way up, up, up again. And then bring your hands to heart center. Okay, now you're going to just lean forward at the top of your pelvis. Okay, brace your core here. And then bend your knees a little bit. Fire up through the right and just slide your left toe back. Okay, so we're kind of leaning forward. Keep that left hip back as you lean forward, pause here. Okay, so just a light tap of that back toe. Okay, stay here for a breath. And then as you rise up, bring the knee back under the body and pause. Okay, we're going to do that on the other side. Just lean forward, brace the core. Okay. And then put that weight into the left. Take your long right leg and keep the toe on the ground here. The best you can to try to keep the hips side by side. Really light tap. Okay. So we're balancing on one leg. Okay. With a very light tap on the back leg. And then bend the knee, roll yourself back up again. Okay. We're going to come back with that a little bit later. Inhale and lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, coming through a flow now. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the ground, walk, step, or jump back into your high or low push up. Okay, big arm balance here. Bend the elbows, scoop down, lift up to cobra or upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Come to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now as you come forward, drop your back knee, okay, kickstand it out, and come back into that side plank here. Come back into the side plank here. Okay, so our big pose today is going to be this, but standing, half moon pose. So this is an amazing variation of the standing version, right? You come down onto your knee. Are you balancing? You better believe it. This happens to include the arm as part of your balance. You can bring your arm overhead, increase the intensity there. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Bring the knee back down to the earth along with the hand. Okay. And then float yourself back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, Exhale. Bend your knees again. Look forward. Walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway up. Bend the knees, push into the feet, come all the way up. Rise, rise, rise. And then bring your hands back to heart center. Going to the other side. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down you go. Hands to the ground. Take your walk, step, or jump back into high or low push up. Okay, I saw that jump back. That was nice. All right, bend your elbows. We scoop down and up again to your cobra, right? If you're in strong cobra, just pushing the tops of your feet on the ground. Stay strong here or come to upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Here's your downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to come into side plank here. You're going to bend the knees, drop the front knee or the other leg, and then kickstand that leg out. You're going to see my back body here. Come into a side plank here. Again, take your variation. Arm can be overhead, leg could be long. Okay, once again, think about that bottom leg. Instead of it being on the ground, it's standing. Okay, so our ladder becomes strength. Stay here for another breath. Exhale. Look forward again. Bring the hand back down again. Face your mat and float back up, downward facing dog. Okay, pedal your heel here. Okay, so working through the upper body strength. We're going to stay in downward facing dog, but pick up your back leg or your right leg, three-legged dog. Okay, option, you could be on that front knee. Okay, it's all good. You're going to just take the body forward, pause with it lifted, bend the elbows, lift up, and kick back again. Here's your option. Come forward. You can drop that knee, okay? Bend the elbows, lift the leg up, push back up, and come back three-legged dog. Switch sides. Other foot comes down, other leg comes up. Okay, two options. You can stay with the legs long like this, bring the body forward, take a little push up, kick back up. Or you can come forward, drop the knee, take the push up there, lift back up, kick back and away. Nice. Come back, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. Okay. Now from here, tippy toe your feet. Take a stretch in the back of the legs. As you walk your feet up slowly, one by one, you'll come up onto the fingertips and then just find your way back to the top of the mat. Come halfway up. Exhale. Bend the knees, push into the feet, root to rise. Okay, now interlace the fingers, bring them back to the top of your skull or the bottom of your skull and push back. Okay, so nice stretch for the triceps that we worked so hard. Inhale, exhale. Nice, bring your head back. Okay, bring the arms back up and release. Okay, give yourself a little shoulder roll here. Give yourself a little shake. Okay, and if you want to take a drink, this is a good time to do so. This is a good time to do so. Okay, we're going to come into our big balance pose today, which is Ardha Chandrasana or half moon pose. We did this on our knees. Okay, so if you're thinking, I don't know if I could do this standing, you have the same skill in a different form. So you decide where you want to go with it. I'm going to have my block close by to me. I like using the block. Okay, it's going to help me. And I might not in the end. I'm going to see how strong I am with this. Okay, so we're going to start on our right. So we'll go to what we already did. We've already done this once. Okay, so hands to heart center here. Breathe. Exhale. Nice. Start to lean the body forward now. Okay, so you kind of feel your center of gravity changing. Keep the fire on that right leg, okay, the one closest to the block, and then bring the toe back here. Okay, so really light weight on that back toe. Stay here for a breath. Okay, now keep your eye on a press, something on the floor that's not moving. Okay. And now you're going to start to lift that leg up, up, up. Okay. Almost feel like you're in warrior three. And I'm going to use the block here on my right side. Okay. So that's going to help me stay balanced. My left hand on my right thigh just for now. You might want to use that block a little further away so that you can extend your torso here. Okay. And then from here, you can start with your hand on your hip. And then start to turn your body like you're in a plank. Okay. Like you're in the plank we did earlier. As you take that leg out, extend it so that it's parallel to the ground and maybe lift that top arm up here. Okay. Breathe. Do yourself a really good solid and make both legs work equally as hard. Okay. Stay here for a breath. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Have a look down at your mat. Okay. Bring the knee in, turn the torso back to the earth, slide back, come into intense pose. Both legs now super loaded. Ooh, okay. So even out that length, even out the strength in both legs. Stay here for a breath. Exhale. Nice. Interlace the fingers, bring them to the base of your skull. Bring your elbows together and then twist the whole body. All you got over to one side, back to center, and then over to the other side, and then back to center. Untuck the chin, lift yourself up, up, up. Keep holding the back of your head as you rise up, up, up. Tall mountain. Exhale. Nice. Release the arms. Okay. Give yourself a little shake on the leg. Well done. Okay. We're going to go to the other side. So I'm going to, again, use my block to start. We did this on the beginning of the practice. Okay. We're going to go through the same motion. So you're standing kind of just behind the block here. It's on my left side now. It's on my other side. We'll start with the hands to heart center. Put a little bend in the knees. And then start to move the body forward. Move it forward. Okay. And as you do, pick up the right heel now, the opposite leg, and just drag that toe back, but keep the leg long and pointing down. Okay. So very little weight on that back leg to start. Breathe here. Inhale. Nice. Now, as you start to lean forward again with the spine long, now you find your block. Okay. And again, you might want to move that block a little further out so that you can lengthen the torso, lift the leg up. Now I'm going to bring my right hand on my right hip. It's going to be my guide, okay, to turn the body over, over so that my hips are stacked again. Good. Stay here for a breath. Inhale. Option to bring that arm overhead and breathe. Inhale here, both legs really working hard here. Nice. From here, look down at your mat. Okay, bend the knee. Bring your knee back to your foot. Now, both knees are bent as we scoop down and up, coming into intense pose again. Sink down. Okay, breathe here. Inhale, bring your hands to your thighs. Stay low, but toe heel your feet out. Remember that little sumo squat? Okay, you're gonna sit back and out. Bring the arms back up again. Breathe. Okay, bring the hands back to the back of the skull. Bring your elbows together. Inhale here. Exhale. Twist to one direction. And then back again. And then twist to the other direction. And then back again. One more time each side. Last time. Nice. Release the head. Bring your hands to the ground. Lift the hips. Okay. Stretch out through the legs. Beautiful. Yeah. Nice. Bend your knees. Bring the right knee down and back, and then the left. Okay, coming back into tabletop. Bring the knees apart, your toes together. Slide your hips back. Child's pose. And let the arms float forward. And as you inhale, broaden the back body, soften the front body. And do that again. Inhale, exhale. Nice. And then just slowly make your way up, up, up. Okay. Find yourself back to center. And just settle into a little bit of kind of recalibration with your hips over your heels. And just breathe here. Exhale. Okay. Do that again. Exhale. Nice. And release. Okay, we're going to come on to our buttocks. Okay, if you want a little bit of height on this, go ahead and sit up on a block, okay, or a series of blocks. You're going to take one leg. So for me, it's going to be my right. And I'm just going to take that left knee into my body, lift myself up super tall here. Inhale, really kick that leg away. Okay, we're going to add a twist with strength. So you have two options. Okay, you can take that knee out to the side, clasp your hand under your ball of your foot. Okay, if you can take it here, okay, we're going to stretch out through the spine a little bit more. So the knee is tucked in under, that's fine too. Doesn't matter how you get there. Just start putting the rungs of your ladder up. Okay, now from here, okay, either the knee is on the outside or not. It's the same. We're going to lift that leg up so it's parallel to the ground. Okay, stay here for a breath. Inhale, exhale. Okay, now you're going to take the inside hand, the one that's on the inside of your foot, take it to the outside of your foot. Take the other arm, lift it up, okay, get some height there. Take it to draw yourself down. So bring it behind you. Start extending that leg and bringing it across the body as you take your torso in the other direction. Okay, so a really nice variation of crane pose, nice twist here. Okay, inhale, exhale. And then come back to center. You're going to grab the knee, bring your foot to the inside of the thigh. Okay, bring your fingertips to either side, push that bottom leg away, lift up through the head and heart, and then take a forward fold here. Okay, so breathe. Nice hip opener on that wide leg, a nice hamstring on the long leg. Inhale again. Exhale. Okay, do your best to get the top of your pelvis forward. If you feel you can take your hands to your leg here, go for it. Maybe your whole foot, maybe. Okay, and then start to let the head and shoulders come down here. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. And then just go ahead and walk yourself up, up, up. Be kind to your spine. Okay, let them all stack up nice and easy. Okay, we're going to take that leg, bring it long. Okay, and we're just going to switch side. Now your other leg's going to come in. Okay, like it's your thigh is holding your front body up. You can either come to the inside of your foot, okay, or if you feel you can take the bottom of your foot with your knee in front of you, go ahead. Doesn't matter where you go, you're going to get the same place. Okay, breath in here. Exhale. Then take the leg. Okay, bring it parallel again to the roof, okay, to your ceiling. Lift up nice and tall. Again, you're going to take the inside hand to the outside of that foot, and then take the other arm, lift it up, get tall, bring it behind you, lengthen the spine. The longer you get the spine, the more of the twist that comes to you. Okay, now start kicking that leg long. Inhale, lift, exhale, and twist. Just drag that foot across the body. Breathe here. Inhale, Exhale. Okay, not easy. I know. If you need to put that foot down, then put that foot down. It's all good. Remember, it's just about showing up. Okay, doing the things that you can keep consistent. Nice. Bring the head over first. Hold on to the outside of that leg. Bring the foot in to the top of the thigh. Okay, now the knee's going to go along. Now, as you lift up, you'll see this knee coming down further. Okay, inhale, lift. Okay, so it's like you're giving the leg permission to relax on that bent side. And then exhale, fold over that long leg. Breathe. Okay, inhale, lift. Exhale. Okay, so keep playing around with the lift and the lowering. Think of the top of your pelvis coming as far forward as possible. And if you can take your hands to your leg, maybe your foot, great. Okay, whatever works for you. But when you feel like you've bent over as much as possible from the waist, then drop the head and shoulders and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Okay, and then just make sure you come to a place that's not going to give you pain. Okay, pain is not good. Okay, a little bit of a edge, that's okay. One more breath here. Exhale. And then just make your way up, up, up the leg. Okay, this time you're going to take both feet, bring them in together in bound angle pose, and just butterfly the legs. And just give them a little wake up. Relax the face. Exhale. And then go ahead and bring the knees together. Okay, we're just going to take a little more spinal twist for the lower spine. Bring your feet on the ground and then just lay your spine really nicely, really gently, one at a time. Okay, and then draw your shoulders on the ground, open up the arms, and keep your feet pretty wide. And then just drop your knees over to one side, just really gently. Okay, just make it so that there's not discomfort, but rather you can feel this extension of the hip. You take a breath in here, exhale it out. All right, pick up the top leg and then the other leg, reset your spine, okay, and then go in the other direction. Okay? All about the reset. Okay, bring the breath in and then exhale it out. And then go ahead, pick up that top leg and then the bottom leg, reset the spine, and just pause here. Just feel what it's like to be in your lower spine right now. Give it some breath, give it a little love. And if you're feeling good here, just stay here. Okay? If you want to take your legs out into full Shavasana, you go right ahead.